Okay, so one of the things that we talk about here at Solve, you remember we were talking about financial literacy. And one of the things that we like to talk about is how we can get young people into making money, legitimate money, and how they can save their money, how you can save your peas. So one of the things that I get young people to think about is little challenges that you can do throughout the year to save your money. So those on YouTube that are probably watching us as well, you also can do it too. So welcome and thanks for joining us. So a couple of challenges that I've done with family, friends, and whatever. And then one of those things are known as the £5 challenge. Who's heard of the £5 challenge before? Okay, so what you do is you select a time frame. So the time frame can be 3 months, 6 months, or 12 months. So what are the time frames?
3 months, 6 months, and 12 months.
Okay, so whether you want to do 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, this is the challenge and the hard part. So let's say you wanted to do a 6-month challenge and you wanted to start beginning of January. Obviously we can't start in January now, but let's say we wanted to start, what month is it? March. So 6 months from this month is, what month would it bring us to? June? September? September, you sure it's September?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So if you wanted to then do the 6-month challenge with the £5 challenge, then what you would do is get yourself a tin, and then what you tell yourself is any £5 note that you come into contact with belongs to the tin. Now you think, oh, that's quite easy, but this is the challenge, because some of you get a little bit of money. Some of you have been part of our program and you've been getting a little bit of money. But let's say, for example, you had a £20 note. And let's say, because you got, it's a little bit of a maths question, and let's say you've got a £20 note and you go to the shop and you buy a pack of sweets. And let's say that pack of sweets costs £1. Okay, so £20, £1 is for the pack of sweets. And the shopkeeper, out of the change, gives you 3 £5 notes in return and some change. So according to the £5 challenge, how much do you have left?
£4.
£4? You sticking with £4? You think more than £4? Anybody think more than £4? No? So you're correct. So this is where the challenge is. Because then that would mean then that these three £5 notes that was given to you by the shopkeeper belongs to the tin. So you've only got £4 left to your name in that scenario. So every £5 that you come into contact with in the next 6 months belongs to the tin. Now there are some of you in the room that are thinking, oh, £5 is probably a lot. I probably won't get loads of £5 between the next 6 months. That's cool. So there's another thing that you also can do is the £2 challenge. So in the same way that I just said, that you may have family members that, you know, sometimes you see your grandparents, your aunties, uncles, and sometimes they give you a little bit of change. And sometimes you think, oh, you get £2, £1, 50 pences. So what you would then do is put the £2 inside of the tin. And then again, you need to make the decision on how long you want to do the challenge. And one of the things that's really good is that at the end of the challenge, you get to see how much money that you've raised. So the £5 challenge is there. We've got the £2 challenge. We've got the £1 challenge. I personally don't like to use the £1 challenge. Why? Because I come into contact with 2 £1, and that means I will never have any money. So you've always got to try and be a little bit realistic. Some people like to use the 50 pence challenge, but again, for a lot of children, sometimes they only get 50 pence. So again, that wouldn't make sense. So there's also what I always encourage is the 20 pence one. And that's also a very easy one that you can do. So I just want to kind of get a flavour in the room. So if you was to do any of the challenges, which one would you do?
Probably the 5.
£5 challenge? Okay. What one would you do, DeMarco?
5.
You do 5 as well. What would you do, Neria, of all of the challenges that I've just presented?
I'll do the £2.
You do the £2 one, which makes sense, yeah?
I would do the £2 too.
You do, Tiana will do the £2 one, Dante?
I probably think I'll do the £5.
£5 challenge. What about you, Tiger? £2 challenge. And that's it. Easy peasy. Anybody can do this. 3 months, 6 months, 12 months. set yourself the challenge, start thinking about what you would like to do with the money after that. And especially as we've been talking about business and entrepreneurship today, think about some of your business ideas and how you can utilize your money. Because before I started my company, this is something that I did. And just have a rough figure how much you reckon that I had to invest in my own company before I started. Anyone have a wild guess? Tiana? £1,000?
50,000.
£50,000?
100k.
£100,000?
1,500.
1,500 it took?
80,000.
80,000?
150.
150?
10,000.
10,000. So yes, Tiana was right. So just because you give a right answer, I give yourself a quick pound. Well done. So it was roughly about £10,000 that I needed to save in order to start my company. Because you know what? I forgot about staff. I forgot about buildings. I forgot about electricity. I forgot about how would I get to work. I forgot about paperwork. And all of the things sometimes people don't think about as it relates to business is really important in terms of your business planning. So in sessions to come, these are things that we're going to be looking at on how you can start thinking about all of those amazing businesses that you've spoken about on this project and how we move forward. So thank you for doing that. And for those on YouTube, also thank you, and I'll speak to you all soon.